everyone, I'm Melba Rajan. In this video, I'll walk you through our newly released feature in PAM360, Session Keystroke Logging in Windows. What makes this especially powerful is that it works for both managed sessions, those initiated directly through PAM360, and unmanaged sessions, meaning direct logins from user machine to the endpoint or the connections made through any external RDP clients. So even if someone bypasses your PAM360 workflow, their activity is still captured. This feature is available from PAM360 build 8500 and above, and it's supported on 64-bit Windows operating system. So this feature enhances session monitoring visibility by helping you capture keystrokes during RDP sessions, recording executed comments in CLI terminals, tracking Windows logon and logoff events, monitoring process creation and termination, identifying active windows accessed during a session. Now, let's just see how it works. So traditionally, when you do a session recording, it shows you what happened visually during the session. But security teams often need more granular data, like what command executed during the session. Was PowerShell launched in the background? Did user access task manager or registry editor? Were any suspicious processes created? Or are there any lateral movements behavior detected in the endpoint? So with this new feature, session keystroke logging and Windows events, PAM360 now provides a structured, searchable audit data in addition to session video recordings, eliminating the need for admins to manually scrub through hours long of session footage to pinpoint the root cause of a particular issue. This is especially powerful for help you with instant investigations, insider threat detection, and compliance audits. So let's just get to know more about the prerequisites and how you can make use of this feature. So before you use session events monitoring, you need to install the PAM360 agent on the target Windows machine, and you need to enable the make sure the right modules are enabled. You can enable these modules during a fresh installation of the agent in the endpoint, or by updating an existing agent deployment. So you can just check the agent installation help documentation linked in the description below but for the step-by-step guidance. So there are two modules that you need to know. So before that, I will just go ahead and download any Windows agent and see and show you how you can install the agent. So just go to the admin window, just go ahead and search for Windows agent, just click and download the agent, and you can just deploy it in the remote endpoint. And once it is downloaded, you have to go through the setup visit to install the agent. And then when you do the installation, you have to choose two modules. One is system events logging and keystroke logging. Let me just quickly show you how this works. I'm just going to copy the encryption agent key so that I can use this for installation. So I'm going to go to the resources tab. I'm going to access a Windows machine in which I have the agent pre-deployed. I'm just going to go here. And here you can just go to the installation folder. So by default, PAM360 agent will be installed under program files, ManageEngine, and here you can find the installation directory. So I'm just going to quickly run the installer and show you how you can, set the agent up. I'm going to click on the installer. I'm going to input the encryption key. And here under the modules, I have to choose the keystroke logging module. By default, it will be unchecked, and system event logging, by default, it will be checked. So if you do not want to receive any Windows event related logs, you can uncheck it. But if you feel that you need both, you can go ahead and check both the modules. And then you just go ahead, click on next and do the installation. I already have the agent up and running. So I'm just quickly go to the services console and show you the agent. So this is the PAM session logger agent. Once it is installed up and running, it will start capturing all the keystrokes performed during an RDP session into the remote machine. So here the system events logging enables capturing of session log on, log off, program start and termination and active Windows changes, and keystroke logging captures all keystrokes and commands run in supported CLI environments. So now let's just go ahead and see how reviewing the session event works. So once the agent is installed, I'll go ahead and launch a session to the remote endpoint. Windows Remote Desktop. And here, as soon as I log into the server, I'll be getting a privacy notice that, the session system event logging and session key logging modules are enabled. And this is just to inform the user, provide a sense of accountability that the session is being currently monitored. So whatever the operation they're going to perform during the session will be captured, and it will be under audit section of PAM360. So let's go to the PAM360 web console, and let's go to audit. So this is where all the data lives in PAM360. So in the audit session, you can find two sections, which is managed sessions and unmanaged sessions. So under managed, you can find all the sessions that's been launched via PAM360 web console, browser console. And under unmanaged, if there are any sessions launched, bypassing PAM, that is directly from the user machine to the remote endpoint, it will be captured under unmanaged sessions. So I'm just going to quickly show you how this works. I'm just going to launch an RDP session from my workstation to a remote server. I'm going to click on connect. I'm going to enter the password. And when I connect to the endpoint, again, I'll be prompted that, the session has been monitored and, key logging is being captured, and the PAM360 agent, session logger agent, is actively running and analyzing the session. So this is a kind of a privacy notice the user gets whenever he launches connection to a remote endpoint via RDP protocol. So I'm just going to minimize this. So if I go to unmanaged sessions, I'll be notified that this user is accessing, this Windows machine. From this is the client IP address, and this is the timestamp. And as an admin, I will be having the option to, join and terminate the session, and the session key logs will be displayed here. So now let me just go ahead and show you the previously recorded sessions and how you can view all the key logs. So under manage sessions, I'm going to go to the recorded session part, and here I will be playing a video. So here you can see, the sessions has been split into two sections. So here the session recording playback will be on the left and the event timeline on the right. So each event has a timestamp. So you can click on an event and you can just view the, details on what exactly happened. So this will make the investigations incredibly fast because you don't have to go through the entire video to see the keystrokes or the commands or the applications that's been, launched, or the process that's been created. So you can see all the keystrokes and the logs displayed here. And here you can find session log on, log off, program started, program terminated, command executed in the commands that's been typed in the command prompt, or any con host, terminals will be captured as well. And you will also have an active window that tracks which application was in focus, keystrokes. So every key pressed during the session will be captured. So you can use this filter option in the event search bar to even narrow down to specific event types. So this will be very handy. And also you can find two other options as well to exclude background programs and exclude agent events as well. So you'll be only looking at the real user activity. And when you go ahead and you can just do a search, the same just gonna go ahead and type and search in command. It will be displayed in the right hand side. It says one event is found. And it'll just show you the executable path, the process ID, and the command that's been executed. And now if you go to the other part, which is unmanaged sessions. So here you can also see the unmanaged sessions that's been recorded, and you can also view the session events. So one of the most use cases that normally a sysadmin or IT admin normally faces that a privileged user accesses a domain controller. No suspicious visual activity is noticed in the recording, but they have launched a command prompt in the background and executed a silent script. So, like creating a new admin account or elevating user to a group. So, with this keystroke logging or Windows event, you can see the exact commands executed, identify the process spawn chains, and you can correlate the logon types, and also it will help you to detect abnormal behavior patterns. So this way, it will help you to strengthen your insider threat detection, compliance reporting, and forensic investigations. So one of the most prominent feature is the global search. So you can just go to search events at the top, and you can do a complete global search of all the events using specific keyword. So in the left hand side, we have various filters where you can filter based on managed sessions or unmanaged sessions or all sessions, and you can just simply put in a specific keyword or a command to search. For example, I'm just going to say net use. It'll just pull up all the netuse commands that's been executed during a session. Or if you want to search for any keystroke or keylogging data, it will be displayed as well. You can just find the exact path where it's been executed, the characters and everything. So here I have opened a process called notepad.ex, and I have put in some configuration, some keystrokes here. So it will be pulled as well. So this is a complete global search of keylogging event. So, and that's a full walkthrough of session event monitoring in PAM360. So with keystroke capture, system event logging, you get a complete audit visibility over privileged Windows sessions, managed, whether it is managed or not. If you want to dig deeper, the full help documentation is linked in the description. And if you have questions, drop them in the comments below. Thanks for watching and see you again in the next one. Thank you.